Hey guys, welcome back to Contest Prep University. I'm Joe Klemczewski with Dr. Kori Propst, our guest host, finishing up our series on body dysmorphia. And Kori, one of the themes that we've had in the last several episodes is going into this entire process already healthy, already working on your self-image, your body image. And I thought, when we were talking about comparisons and compartmentalization, and even using the metaphor, the analogy of disassociation, I think we all end up, especially as coaches, when we're dealing with clients, we know not everybody's going to win. We know not everybody's going to be thrilled. And so an awful lot of the conversations we have on contest day center around consolation and making somebody feel like, hey, it's okay. We're gonna move on. Like there's not losing, there's learning. You either win or you lose, or you win or you learn. And we're going to move forward and keep going. This was not a one contest journey. And I think, if we have some of that mindset going in, that I'm going to do my best, I'm competing against myself. I'm not doing the scrolling and the comparisons and the, just shooting myself down as you described last episode, Kori. But this entire journey is just one step. This contest is one step. And I'm in this for the long haul. I wanted to do this for self-improvement. I wanted to do this to build my health and my physique and functionality. And yes, I want to win, but we have to look at that entire story arc going in. And I think that's a big part of having a healthy body image. But I'm gonna let you just roll on to wrap up this entire series on how you create that, both going into competition and especially coming out.
Yeah, I think that we do need to look at the competition as part of a sliver of our lives, so that it isn't taking over every aspect of our lives and clouding our judgment in all of those other areas. I think where we can often get stuck is, we're thinking about the outcome. We're always focused on that outcome, that thing out here. This right here, if I could do that, get that placing, that's success. That's winning. And as a coach, it's very much our responsibility to be collaborating with our clients and having discussions around, well, let's broaden that perspective a bit. What else could winning be? And what are the other definitions of success that we could come up with, so that when you do step off that stage, yeah, you know what? Let's also acknowledge that there may be some disappointment. That would be normal. And what are all the other things that you have learned through this process? And how are you a different person in a positive way? How have you benefited? What do you want to take forward as you move into the next steps or your next ventures? Again, I think this is very much a process of helping our clients not just win a competition, but broaden the perspective and the perceptions of their lives. And in the context of body image, again, we come back to this functionality. Like, if we're coming out of a competition and, we've talked with our clients about how it is healthy and normal for your weight to come up. And as your weight comes up, your shape is going to change. These aren't things that we wait to do with our clients until the show is over and the changes are already occurring. Like, we need to help them prepare for those changes ahead of time. But along the way, let's talk about, what is your body teaching you? What have you discovered about your body in terms of its functionality? And then what does it provide for you? I was on the trail this past weekend behind my house. I've really gotten into trail running lately, and I'm loving it because I was noticing I was just keyed into how my body felt as my feet were hitting the ground, and I felt like the sun on my skin, and it had nothing to do, there were no thoughts about how I looked. None. Just appreciating that I could be outside and that I was moving and that I could enjoy the weather. And that like I could feel my heart pounding and I could feel the sweat coming off of my head, and just there's a sense of acceptance and appreciation for everything that my body provides for me. And so in terms of preparing as you go into and you're thinking about, do I want to do this? Is this a process that I want to engage in? This isn't, it should be taken seriously. Like, even if it's, I just want to do this one time, it's on my bucket list. Like, I've heard that a lot. Or I'm doing it because my friend is too, and we're going to do it together. And this isn't me saying like, take all the fun out of it and just be serious. It's do this in a self-discovery way and get very curious. Open your mind to what the possibilities are for understanding yourself better as a result of this. And that very much comes down to asking different questions about your body, because again, you are willingly moving into an environment that is going to have you becoming very preoccupied about appearance. So did I answer your question, Joe?
Yeah, I think after all these episodes, you gave me this image that is the perfect way to end it, at least for me, which is, think of the person in your life that is always complaining or always negative about themselves or their appearance and so forth, versus somebody who is totally self-accepting, even self-deprecating. They could be flabby and take their shirt off at the swimming pool, and their appearance does not bother them at all. They're happy no matter what they're doing, where they are. Aren't we all really attracted to that person? I mean, we think, wow, that that is amazing to be that happy. And yet here we are all shriveled up and angry and frustrated about, a little ounce of body fat here. Why can't we look like that person? And it makes me feel like, yes, we're doing this competition and we have all of these goals. And I use that artist metaphor, but we still have to accept that we're human beings and we're going to have different seasons of life. And you still have to have a certain measure of self-love, self-acceptance, and realize that's even a gift. Your attitude about that is a role model gift to other people.
That's right. I was thinking about how I knew that I was in a very unhealthy psychological place and in my relationship with my body when I would look around and judge other people. Oh my God, I would never wear that.
Right.
How did she get off thinking that she should wear that crop top? Like, whoa, okay. That has nothing to do with that person and everything to do about me and my beliefs, and I need to check myself. And it's interesting that when you actually do the work and you start making an effort to change the quality of your thoughts and the quality of your actions, and you become very intentional, the shifts that you will see in your, like you said, Joe, level of acceptance. And by acceptance, I don't mean like acquiescence or, okay, whatever, fine, I'll accept it. No, it's it's an intentionally compassionate behavior. No, I want to move in this direction. Why? Because it aligns with my values. I don't want to be a judgmental person. I don't want to judge myself anymore. That doesn't motivate me, doesn't create any positive momentum. And so it's paying attention to that. What do I actually have what actually can I influence? And it's the quality of my actions and my efforts and my attitudes and my thoughts.
You said it early on in the series, it's a relationship with yourself. And that is so key to have that, in a very strong place before you go in, because you're going to have some good days, some bad days. You're going to struggle with some certain things. And then at the end of the process, you're going to still have to be okay with where is it normal metabolically and physically to live a healthy life. And looking like you do on contest day is not that at all. And
No.
that's something we all have to understand.
Yeah, you know, I work with a lot of clients just in their relationships with themselves, but in their relationships with other people. And, you know, one of the things that constantly comes up is I'll ask them the question, like, when you are with this person, what does it bring up for you? What are the emotions that you experience most often? Are you feeling like empty and desperate and clingy and like, or are you feeling open? Are you feeling expansive? Are you feeling taken care of? Are you feeling heard and known? And so we can turn that around and ask the same question for ourselves. You know, in this relationship with myself, what is the overall emotional tone? Okay, well, if it's contracted and stifled, then we have some work to do.
So good, Kori. I'm so glad we did this. And thank you. If Darla is watching it, she is the one who commented and asked this question. So I thought that was amazing of her. And of course, your willingness to do this whole series, Kori, thank you so much. And for you guys watching, listening, Contest Prep University, keep it up, keep liking and sharing, and we'll keep bringing some great content and keep asking questions, please. We'll see you next time.